Hey everybody, Hoosier Jedi here with another review for you. This time I'm talking the Eros finale, You Have Saved the City. This is actually my second time recording this review. I accidentally deleted the original one before I uploaded it, me being careless. So I might be breezing through this a little quicker than I normally would, but I'll try and recapture as much of the original review as I can. So, gotta say, the whole backdoor pilot with Star City 2040, I am so, so done with that storyline. Yeah, I mean, if they actually do take this to pilot, I'll give it a couple of episodes, but I'm not particularly hopeful. Um, they're going to be closing up shop on Arrow. Obviously, they're going to want the actors are going to move on to different things, and of course, they will be more than happy, I'm sure, to as schedules allow, occasionally come back for a guest appearance. I mean, if they do this, it's pretty much guaranteed they'll do that. That's just how these sort of things work. But still, they've got things set up, but I'm just not feeling it. It's sort of like how I just sort of, as much as I loved Matt Ryan's John Constantine, I just couldn't find myself continuing to care about Legends of Tomorrow just because it's, frankly, it's just completely ridiculous sense of humor. And for a show that kind of has all these amazing toys in the DC universe to play with, it just seems to. Okay, well, I'm not here to complain about Legends, although God Almighty, I could probably do that for hours. So, okay, Matt Ryan is John Constantine. Awesome, just not feeling Legends. Let's go on. So, present day, um, it's goodbye for Emiko. No real redemption arc for her. And the sad thing is that Emiko really just cannot see the whole using the resources of this extremely dangerous terrorist organization for my own petty revenge. Yeah, leader or not, these people aren't just going to let me keep using this organization however I want. I mean, Dante even kind of points out, it's like, hey, we're in the business of making money here. We make a profit off terrorism. I mean, somehow we give money to terrorists, they commit terrorist acts, and this causes terror, which somehow we turn into money. I mean, this makes no goddamn sense, but okay. Um, I guess these guys are going to probably be the big bads of the final season. I mean, the Beatrix character did kill Emiko, and Oliver is not going to be able to let that slide. She has to be punished for that. Um, so it kind of gives things somewhere to go. But yeah, I'm glad it's going to be an abbreviated season, frankly. It's definitely time for the show to end. It's been a great run. There's definitely been some low points, but there have been times when this series has been phenomenal. And man, oh man, look at what it has opened the door for. Um, DC's only just now starting to create movies that don't stink recently, like Aquaman and Shazam and Wonder Woman. But thanks to Arrow and Flash, um, and I'm pretty hopeful, pretty optimistic about Batwoman. They're doing pretty respectable on TV, and Supergirl's had its. I mean, Supergirl's definitely had its weaker moments, but by and large, it's still a good series. So yeah, let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Um, I did like that Emiko's final line was, "I always wanted to be a queen." And that right there really encapsulated her entire motivation. On the other hand, it also kind of shows what was really wrong with her character. Oliver repeatedly extended that hand, saying, "Okay, you're my sister. Let's be brother and sister. Hey, I got my wife here. I got a kid on the way. I've got another sister, another half sister. I've got all my friends. Just, you know, take my hand and you can be one of us. You can be one of our family." And Emiko just wouldn't take that, and she decided to destroy Oliver's life and the things he wanted, just because he was the one that her dad acknowledged as one of his real children. Geez, kind of a good thing Theo wasn't really around for a lot of this, huh? I don't know. I mean, it just seems like such complete and utter garbage. It's like, you want to be a queen? Well, right there's your freaking opportunity. But it's really Robert Queen that she wanted that from. And Oliver can never be his dad. I don't know. I mean, it's the whole sins of the father thing, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that was still, that moment, it did have heart, even if the logic really wasn't there. Let's put it like that. Let's see. Good to see that the whole thing with the vigilantes ended on a high note, although, well, what about the whole bit where you lied to the cops and, who's going to answer for the whole 2 dead guys thing? Well, probably nobody, because last I remember, when Laurel went and dabbled in being Black Siren again, they killed some people, like the money laundering guy, and nobody seems particularly interested in having her pay for that. Yeah, remember she even kind of says, like, yeah, dabbling in being Black Siren again kind of made me realize that's not who I wanted to be. Well, gee, I bet that makes the people that you killed when you were toying with being evil again feel so damn much better, Laurel. How fantastic that you will suffer absolutely no consequences for that whatsoever, and that it's not even going to be mentioned by anyone. Oh God, this is like when I was watching Dexter, and Dexter like beat that dude to death in a bathroom just for being a jerk, despite his whole code being I only kill like murderers and other really scummy people who genuinely deserve it, not just people who are obnoxious to me when I'm having a bad day. And I never, ever let that go. I ranted about that in my review of the Dexter finale. But that was still a good show, though. Tonight's the night. They got Michael C. Hall to play Batman in one of those alternate universe stories, except it was Kurt Langstrom became Batman and he was a vampire. Seriously, like, Michael C. Hall is like amazing as like the voice of a vampire. It's fantastic. Anyway. Let's see. What do we have to talk about? Oh, nice moments with Bronze Tiger. Kind of nice to know that no redemption for Emiko, but apparently Bronze Tiger got some legit redemption. He kind of has a nice little moment with Diggle. Yeah, so that was good. And of course, we come to our big finale with the Monitor showing up to collect on the deal that Oliver made with him on Crisis on Infinite Earths. A lot of people have been spitballing that it's going to be Oliver who dies in Crisis, not Barry, as is the story in the comics, because they're probably still going to be able to squeeze another couple seasons out of The Flash, even though Carlos Valdez is leaving and all of that. And that's probably true. And okay, I can live with that. The whole Arrowverse got started because of Oliver Queen. Him dying really is, in a lot of ways, much more resonant than just recreating the story of the comics for the sake of recreating the story in the comics. I mean, granted, they had their own reasons for killing Barry off in Crisis on Infinite Earths, but okay, well, whatever. But the whole thing with him just saying, I thought I'd have more time, that really struck home. And the fact that he is willing to sacrifice in such a way is one of the really true marks of a hero. And it's a nice reminder of just how far Oliver has come from the damaged killing machine that he was when we first met him. And how much of that was due in no small part to Felicity and to the other people around him. It does really say a lot about what love and friendship can do to to redeem us from even the darkest places, if we're willing to let it, and unlike Emiko, that we're willing to let go of the past. It really is amazing. As time has gone by and I've observed the world, just how much that's wrong in the world comes from people's inability to just let go of things. But, que sera, sera. And I did like that they kind of jumped back to the future one last time to see Felicity go with the Monitor to be with Oliver wherever he is. And that's cool. That's a nice way to do it. And I would really be shocked if occasionally they didn't find a way to have Stephen Amell pop back up for a little guest spot. Just a cameo, like a voice recording, something. I don't think he's ever going to be completely done with the Arrowverse until they really wrap things up on the Arrowverse. And it would certainly be something very interesting to see. Like, Flash is obviously going to take over probably as the real centerpiece of things. But anyway, all of that is for the future. This fall, we are going to get our live-action Crisis on Infinite Earths. Dear God, I can't believe I actually get to say that. Man, when I was back in high school reading comics, the idea of like a live-action Infinite Earths thing was just beyond a pipe dream. For all the flaws the CW shows have, for all the flaws the Marvel movies have, and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything else, I've said it before, folks, and I've said it again. We are living in a golden age for people who like superheroes. So I know the schedule this year was not as on time as I would have liked. It's been a pretty wild ride this last year. Things are hopefully going to calm down, and hope you guys will join me for our series finale with Arrow next season, and of course all the fun stuff with Flash. Really looking forward to Batwoman, and you can also join me with my Riverdale reviews, and other things might get added to the docket as we go along. I really kind of pared down recently, and that's been working a lot better for me. Nonetheless, let's call it here. So until next time, guys, take care and have a good one.